Hello everyone, my name is Nasreen Khan and our today's topic is lesson number 3 Adjectives. Adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. For example, Jane is a clever girl. In this sentence, the word clever is an adjective and it describes Jane. There are many kinds of adjectives. Adjectives of quality tell all about the kind of noun. Adjectives of quantity tell about the quantity of noun. Adjectives of number tell about the number of nouns. Demonstrative adjectives point out to nouns. Interrogative adjectives ask question. Possessive adjectives show possession. Adjective of quality. Adjective of quality asks the question what kind of. For example, he is a brave person. What kind of person? Brave. She has a beautiful voice. What kind of voice? Beautiful. For example, I have long hair. Rahul is a fat boy. Shreya is a beautiful girl. Rama has a blue pen. Geeta's grandmother is an old lady. In all these sentences, the highlighted words like long, fat, beautiful, blue, old are the examples of the adjective of quality. Adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity asks the question how much. For example, how much water is there in the jug? Answer: there is some water in the jug. In this sentence, the word some is an example of the adjective of quantity. Adjective of number. Adjective of number asks the question how many. For example, I met her several times. How many times? Several. We have 2 hands. How many hands? 2. Possessive adjectives. My, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. They all are possessive adjectives. The function of possessive adjective is to show the possession or belongings. For example, my shirt is green. Whose shirt is green? My shirt. Your book is new. Whose book is new? Your book. His pillow is soft. Whose pillow is soft? His pillow. Her dog is small. Whose dog is small? Her dog. Its bone is old. Whose bone is old? Its. Our bird is noisy. Whose bird is noisy? Our bird. Your house is big. Whose house is big? Your house. Their car is slow. Whose car is slow? Their car. Demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjectives point out the nouns. There are 4 demonstrative adjectives which are this, that, these, those. Demonstrative adjective describes a noun. For example, this chair is broken. That car is expensive. These clothes are wet. Those birds are flying south. Much. Much is used with uncountable nouns which cannot be counted. It is mainly used in negative and interrogative clauses. For example, we did not spend much money. There isn't much data to download. I'm sorry, but I don't have much time. Too much water drowned the miller. Many is used with countable nouns, which are easily counted. It is mainly used in questions, affirmative sentences, and negations. For example, there are too many disadvantages in this business. How many children do you have? Are there many poor people in France? Few. That means not many. Few is used with countable nouns. It conveys a negative idea. For example, he has few good friends. The negative idea it is conveying here is not enough. Few people went to the concert. There are few honest politicians. Little, that means not much. Little is used with uncountable nouns. It also conveys a negative idea. For example, there was little time to finish it. Negative idea that it is conveying that nearly no time. He has little patience with others. They have little money to spend. Degrees of comparison. There are 3 degrees of comparison of adjectives. First, positive degree. When the quality of a thing is stated and no comparison is being made, the adjective used is in the positive degree. For example, angry, calm, wonderful. Second degree is comparative degree. When the quality of 2 things is being compared, the adjective used is in the comparative degree. For example, angrier, calmer, more wonderful. Third is superlative degree. When the quality of more than 2 things is being compared, the adjective used is in the superlative degree. For example, angriest, calmest, most wonderful. Here is a list given of some adjectives in all the degrees: positive, comparative, and superlative. Let me read them out for you all. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Big, bigger, the biggest. Black, blacker, the blackest. Bright, brighter, the brightest. Clean, cleaner, the cleanest. Clever, cleverer, the cleverest. Confused, more confused, the most confused. Difficult, more difficult, the most difficult. Dirty, dirtier, the dirtiest. Fascinating, more fascinating, the most fascinating. Famous, more famous, the most famous. Far, farther or further in superlative, the farthest or furthest. Fast, faster, the fastest. Fat, fatter, the fattest. Fierce, fiercer, the fiercest. Late, later, the latest. Old, older, the oldest. Poor, poorer, the poorest. Proud, prouder, the proudest. Quiet, quieter, the quietest. Sharp, sharper, the sharpest. Short, shorter, the shortest. Slow, slower, the slowest. Small, smaller, the smallest. Strange, stranger, the strangest. Strong, stronger, the strongest. Tall, taller, the tallest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Ugly, uglier, the ugliest. Weak, weaker, the weakest. Wise, wiser, the wisest. Young, younger, the youngest. With most adjectives, we take er to make them comparative and est to make them superlative. For example, small, smaller, smallest. Another example, bright, brighter, brightest. If any adjective is ending with any vowel plus y, it also takes er in its comparative degree and est in its superlative degree. For example, gray becomes grayer and then grayest. If any adjective is ending with e, then it simply will take r in its comparative degree and st in its superlative degree. For example, wise, wiser, wisest. If any adjective is ending with y, then in its comparative degree y will be removed and in place of that we will add ier. Similarly, in its superlative degree we will remove y and in place of that we will add iest. For example, happy, it is ending with y and in its comparative degree y is removed and ier is added. That makes it happier. Similarly, in its superlative degree y is removed and iest is added to make it the superlative degree and it becomes happiest. Another example of the same, angry, angrier, and angriest. If any adjective is ending with a single consonant, then in its comparative degree it will get double. The last consonant letter will get doubled with er, and in its superlative degree also the last consonant word will get doubled plus est. For example, red, redder, reddest. Another example, big, bigger, biggest. And if an adjective has more than 2 syllables, it simply will take more before it in its comparative degree and most before it in its superlative degree. For example, beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Another example, intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. And some adjectives do not follow any pattern. So in that case, we need to learn that what they become in their comparative degree and what they become in their superlative degree. For example, good becomes better in its comparative and becomes best in its superlative degree. For example, much or many, both the words becomes more in their comparative degree and most in their superlative degree. Then old, it becomes older or elder in its comparative degree and oldest or eldest in its superlative degree. Then little, it becomes less in its comparative and least in its superlative. Then far, becomes farther or further in its comparative degree, and farthest or furthest in its superlative degree. Then bad, it becomes worse in its comparative degree and worst in its superlative degree. Synonym. A synonym is a word that has the same or nearly the same meaning as another word. Example, cold and chilly. Susie's feet were cold, so she put on her slippers. Susie's feet were chilly, so she put on her slippers. There are some examples of synonyms. Good, fine, infant, baby, select, choose, accurate, correct, always, forever, connect, join, clarify, explain, fast, quick, ill, sick, near, close, start, begin, raise, lift, under, below, large, big, exit, leave, present, gift, alike, same, stone, rock, last, final, easy, simple, false, untrue, difficult, hard, mistake, error, occur, happen, trip, journey, sad, unhappy. Antonym. An antonym is a word opposite in meaning to another word. For example, short and tall. The person on the left is short. The person on the right is tall. Here are some examples given of some antonyms. Accept, reject. Arrival, departure. Ascent, descent. Above, below. Allow, forbid. Ancient, modern. Buy, sell. Difficult, easy. Export, import. Entrance, exit. Float, sink. Freedom, slavery. False, true. Fresh, stale. Laugh, weep. Boil, freeze. Beautiful, ugly. Brave, coward. Broad, narrow. Different, similar. Direct, indirect. Disease, health. Hard, soft. Honest, dishonest. Hide, seek. Hope, despair. Independent, dependent. Ignorance, knowledge. Junior, senior. Lend, borrow. Number words like 1, 2, and 3 are called cardinal numbers. Number words like first, second, and third are called ordinal numbers. We use ordinal numbers to tell where something or someone is in a series, line, or group. Here is a list given of some cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. So let me read them out for you all. Cardinal numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000. Examples of ordinal numbers: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 30th. Thank you.